Grow every day with Everyday English Podcast.
Hey, everyday learners, and welcome back to Coffee and Podcast from the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Danny. How's it going, Rachel?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited about what we're going to share today.
Me too. Today, we're doing something a little different.
That's right. We're going to share how we spend our day from morning to evening. And as we talk, you'll hear lots of simple and useful English expressions.
And at the end of this episode, we'll take a few minutes to go over 10 useful expressions we use today. They're simple, common phrases you can use in your own daily life. So whether you're starting your morning with a cup of coffee or just taking a short break, we're really glad you're here. So let's begin our day together. Before we talk about what we do in the morning, I think it's important to talk about how we begin the morning in our hearts. For me, the start of the day is like pressing a reset button. No matter what happened yesterday, I try to let it go. I sit by the window for a few minutes, take a deep breath, and I think, today is a new chance. Let's make today count. Just saying those words helps me feel more focused and ready. And when I feel a little nervous or stressed, I say, breathe in peace. Breathe out stress. It's a small moment, but it makes a big difference.
That's so true, Danny. I think our mindset in the morning really sets the tone for the whole day. For me, mornings are often busy, especially with kids. But before the rush begins, I try to remind myself, it's a new beginning. I take a quiet moment while the house is still calm. Sometimes I look out the window with a warm cup of coffee and I say quietly in my heart, thank you for today. I really believe today is a gift. That's why we call it the present, right? Even when the day gets hard, I try to choose this thought. I will look for something good today. It helps me stay centered, even in the busy moments.
That's so beautiful, Rachel. It's not about having a perfect morning. It's about having one peaceful thought.
Exactly. And we want to encourage you to start your day with one kind word to yourself. It could be something as simple as, I'm doing my best, or today, I will be kind. You don't have to do everything, just start with one calm step. Okay, now let's talk about what our mornings actually look like. I usually wake up around 6:30. The first thing I do, make coffee. I need that coffee to wake up. Then I go into mom mode. I get breakfast ready, help my kids brush their teeth, and pack their lunch boxes. It can feel a little crazy, honestly. But I always try to find one quiet moment, even if it's just 1 minute, to enjoy my coffee, breathe, and say, okay, I can do this.
My mornings are really different. I live alone, so it's much quieter. I wake up around 7 a.m. I stretch my arms, drink a glass of water, and then I sit near the window without checking my phone. That's really important for me, just being quiet for a few minutes. Sometimes I just listen to the birds. Then I think about the day. What meetings do I have? What kind of energy do I want to bring today? It's simple, but it helps me feel clear before I open my laptop and start working.
And what about you, everyday learners? How do you start your day? Is it loud, calm, slow, or busy? Whatever it looks like, we hope you can find a small moment to say something kind to yourself.
Because one small moment of peace can change the way the whole day feels.
After the morning rush, my afternoons feel a bit more quiet. Once the kids are at school and I've cleaned up the kitchen, I sit down at my desk to start work. I work from home, so my laptop becomes my little office. But here's the truth. I don't jump straight into work. I usually make a cup of tea first. Then I just sip slowly, and take a breath before I open my inbox. I call this my reset moment. Just 5 minutes. But it helps me refocus. Some days I listen to soft music, other days I just sit in silence. That short pause really gives me the energy to keep going.
That sounds really calming, Rachel. I like how you take a moment just for yourself before the work begins. For me, afternoons are when I'm most focused. Usually from around 1 to 4, I have back-to-back meetings or deep work time. So I block that time in my calendar and I try not to check my phone. But even when I'm busy, I make sure to stand up and stretch every hour. I walk to the kitchen, drink some water, and sometimes I even step outside just to feel the fresh air for a few minutes. I've learned that a short break is not a waste of time. It's fuel for the rest of the day.
Yes, I agree. We often feel guilty for resting, but breaks help our brain and body stay healthy. And when my kids come home in the afternoon, I stop work and give them a big hug. That little moment reminds me, this is why I do what I do.
That's so real, and it makes me think. Afternoons don't have to be about getting more done. They can be about getting through the day with peace. Even when we're working, we can move slowly and mindfully. So, what about you, everyday learners? How do you spend your afternoon? Do you take breaks? Even a short walk, a stretch, or a cup of tea can really change your energy.
Maybe next time you feel tired, don't reach for your phone right away. Try standing up, stretch your arms, or just take one deep breath.
Because you don't have to do everything at once, you can take it one step at a time. All right, we've made it through the afternoon. Now let's move into the evening, when everything starts to slow down.
Evenings in my house are a mix of cozy and a little bit chaotic. After the kids come home and the homework is mostly done, we all sit down together for dinner. We don't always have long talks, but we're together. And that really matters to me. Dinner is usually something simple. Tonight it was rice, soup, and some veggies. Nothing fancy, but warm and comforting. After we eat, I clean the kitchen while my kids play nearby. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. But I try to enjoy the moment anyway. And when the kitchen is quiet again, I like to make a cup of tea and sit down with a book. Even if it's just 10 minutes, it's my time to slow down and breathe. That's how I close the day, calm, present, and thankful.
That sounds really beautiful, Rachel. My evenings are quieter, just me, and usually takeout, but I still try to make that time feel special. Even when I eat alone, I light a candle, put on some soft jazz or a podcast, and take time to enjoy the meal. After dinner, I wash the dishes, then take a hot shower. That's one of my favorite parts of the day. It helps me relax my body and clear my mind. And then it's quiet time. I turn off the lights, open the window a little, and I either read, write in my journal, or just sit in silence. Sometimes I look back on the day and ask myself, what did I do well today? Even if it was just showing up, I try to find one thing to be proud of.
That's so powerful, Danny. I think we often forget how important it is to celebrate small wins. Even if it's just getting through the day, that's still something. And before bed, I like to say something simple to myself. Thank you for today. No matter what happened, I try to end the day with peace.
Yeah, I think that's what we both want to encourage you to do, everyday learners. Maybe your day was busy or quiet, or maybe a mix of both. But if you can end your day with one deep breath and one kind thought, you're already doing something amazing.
So, as we say goodnight, we hope you can carry some of these small habits into your own life. Eat simply, take small breaks, breathe deeply, and speak kindly to yourself.
Because learning English and living well both happen one small moment at a time. Today, we are going to do something new. Let's take a few minutes to go over 10 useful expressions we use today.
We'll explain each one simply along with an example, so you can feel more comfortable using them in your everyday life. 1. It's a new beginning. This means today is a fresh start. You can forget yesterday and start again. Example: I had a hard day yesterday, but today is a new beginning.
2. Let's make today count. This means let's use our time well. Let's do something meaningful today. Example, I want to make today count by learning something new.
3. Breathe in peace. Breathe out stress. This is something you can say when you feel stressed. Take a deep breath and imagine stress leaving your body. Example: before my test, I said to myself, breathe in peace, breathe out stress.
4. Reset moment. A reset moment is a short break. You stop, breathe, and feel ready to go again. Example, I had a reset moment with a cup of tea before starting my next task.
5. To wind down. To wind down means to slowly relax, especially at the end of the day. Example: I like to wind down by reading a book before bed.
6. Take it slow. This means don't rush. You can move step by step. Example, I'm learning English, but I'm taking it slow, and that's okay.
7. I need a moment. This means I need a short break. Sometimes we need a quiet pause. Example: I felt tired at work, so I said, I need a moment.
8. I'm just showing up. This means I'm trying, I'm here. Even if it's not perfect, I'm doing my best. Example, I didn't feel confident, but I showed up and tried.
9. Celebrate small wins. A small win is something simple, but important. Finishing a task, waking up early, that's a win. Example: I cleaned my room today. That's a small win, and I'm proud.
10. Be kind to yourself. This means don't be too hard on yourself. Talk to yourself gently. Example, I made a mistake today, but I'm learning. I'll be kind to myself.
So today, we walked through a full day using real English expressions from morning to night.
But now we want to ask you, what about your day?
Can you try using one or two of the expressions we learned today to describe your day? Even simple things like waking up, taking a break, or slowing down.
Maybe you can say, I had a reset moment. Or, I'm taking it one step at a time.
And remember this: the word present means now, today, but it also means a gift.
That's right, today is a gift. We didn't earn it, but we have it, and we can choose how we use it.
So let's make today count. Let's treat this day like a present, something to open with joy and live with gratitude.
You're not just learning English, you're living it. And that's something to celebrate.
We're proud of you. Thanks for spending your time with us today.
And hey, if this episode helped you even just a little, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. That way you won't miss the next one.
Yes, next time we'll be back with more English, more stories, and more time to grow together.